Hey guys, still here and welcome back to Surviving Mars episode 9. Once again, made very much possible by, well, most of you who are supporting me on Patreon. In this episode, I want to be working on my new dome. And the new dome is going to pop up over here, on the edge of this ridge. Now this is going to be a pretty big project. I'll need a lot of resources, and I especially will need a lot of concrete, 300, and that's just to build the dome. So I might have to work with the local environment and see if I can get some concrete from here. Otherwise, it's going to be a big transport mission for the shuttles. Now hopefully I'll be able to use this depot for concrete. So what I will need to do is to set up at least a drone hub. And it should cover both. Right there. I know that there is a underground rare metal deposit, but I'm not too interested in that, especially since I already have the project Mohole. It should be fine. A couple of shuttles flying out here. Oh, right, yeah, we were still building a couple of lakes here. Now, in the meanwhile, let's start planning this. I'm going to need one drone hub. I'm going to need a pretty big deposit. So let's go with a universal deposit, pretty close to that. A dumping ground, which is also going to be handy in order to work with this supposedly to be created concrete extractor. No, that's the metals one, concrete extractor. Let's see, I might even be able to fit 2 of them here. Yeah, it's currently too far, but this way they will be serviced, both of them. They will also need power. That should fix the power. There's 3,500 in there, so that should be more than plenty to keep my colony going for a long time. I just have to wait for the RC commander to be finished producing these lakes. And for that I'll just need 2 more concrete, which I think just got dropped off. Yep. We have a new trade offer for more polymers. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. And with that lake completing construction, I'll be able to take the RC commander and move over to his new construction site, which is going to be here at the Megadome. Now I'm pretty rich. That's a bit of an understatement. I have 8.3 billion, and with that money I might as well spend some more on outsourcing. Other research also needs to be queued up, otherwise I'm going to be not really doing anything useful with that research. And let's see, do I have any more breakthroughs? Yeah, that one. Project Phoenix, that's 14k. This is tourists, which I'm really not interested in. Unlocks melt the polar caps, which is going to help with water. No thank you. Seed vegetation, yeah, that is a good one. Because it'll allow you to pretty quickly deploy a whole bunch of more vegetation on the planet. Alright, you guys are underway. How much are we getting total now? 0.8. Wow. That is a lot of water that we're adding to the planet. Let's see, this is going up by 0.8. This is going up by 0.1. Because it's just the GAGs. I don't yet have any core heat convectors, do I? No, I haven't researched them yet. So maybe that would take precedence over the other ones. Where is it though? Here? Yeah, it's core heat convector. 20,000 research points. So it's going to take quite a lot of time. But this dome soon will be able to help out. Because this is going to be a big ass research dome. Let's see, I have enough metal. I should have more than enough concrete. This is going to be a first priority. Setting this thing up. The shuttles are all trying to drop off everything that we need. I'm just going to let them do everything, including fuel. Because at some point I'll have to probably drop off a couple of a couple of colonists here. So let's prepare for that eventuality by dropping a landing pad here. And we just need a bit more metal and concrete. No, electronics, not concrete. There, make sure it has power. And I should have quite a few drone prefabs. Yep, there we go. There. 20 drones working this area alone. So these two should be coming up pretty quick. We already have concrete being delivered, and the drones are immediately jumping into action trying to get that Megadome built. Europe is offering a mere 500 research for 50 electronics. Yeah, no thank you. That's a pretty dreadful deal. Now something else that I will need to construct over here is a tunnel. That's going to be a pretty expensive endeavor. It's 80 concrete, 20 metal, and 30 machine parts. The reason why I'm doing this is to make sure that I can connect this drone, or this hub, to the rest of the life support systems, which are coming in from down here. Let's do that here. Because then I can just make a pipe from this dome to there. And by doing that, I'll be able to connect both together. So I won't have to set up water producers, I won't have to set up oxygen producers. I might have to do a few more, otherwise I might run out though. Europe's offering some more, yeah sure, go for it. Hold on, we're not producing food. Or did it all get harvested? Yeah, maybe it all got harvested. This drone hub is servicing that. Let's give him a few more drones. And over here I had my drone factory. Drone assembler. Always good to have a couple of drones ready. Look at this. We're actually getting quite a lot of trees now. Nice. Could I add a small lake? Just here? Because I think that would just look nice. Triboelectric scrubbing is complete. Oh, this is excellent. This is going to save me so much maintenance. The Triboelectric scrubbers are towers that emit a pulse. And when they emit a pulse, it's going to remove all the dust accumulated on buildings in its range. So what I'll do is set these things up, especially close to the solar panel, so that these don't need as much scrubbing. This is going to be 15 metal and 5 electronics. But keep in mind that every time I service one of these, it's 1 metal. And sure enough, they do sort of scrub themselves, courtesy of being closed down and then being scrubbed. So the maintenance should go down now. Iteration 50%. Because the last service was 338 hours ago. That's more than 2 weeks ago. So they don't need much service. And one other thing that you can do with these Triboelectric scrubbers is up their surface area, which will mean that they consume more energy, but that's perfect. I don't mind that. And you can see it actually spinning up, and then it pulses. And then this goes down. Ideally, I would make sure that these things overlap. So let's remove this solar panel here. And then set up another Triboelectric scrubber. Because if you can build a chain of these things, you're going to save a ton on maintenance. This thing, yeah, it extends to here. Batteries, for example, would need polymers for maintenance. It's been 98 hours, so still a little under a week. So it means that these things do consume polymers. The GAG factories consume machine parts. All of this stuff is biting into how much I'm actually having on reserve. So the more of these I have, the better it'll be. And ideally, I just upgrade this one to have, or not upgrade this one, I just adjust this one to have a bigger surface area. And by doing that, I'll make sure that it also maintains this one. So they're going to be cleaning each other all the time. And yes, there is overlap, but look at this. This one has just spun up. This one is going to pulse, and then this one's going to drop. There. So this is a perfect way to keep everything clean. And I just need to set up a few more. Here. And here. And yes, they do take up power, I'll grant you that much, but it's not much. It's 1.8, and that's in their base configuration. In this configuration, they do take up more. They take up 12.8, but it's really not that bad. As you can see, all the solar panels are once again just completely clean. Not sure why the game is switching out like that. This is also one that's pretty hungry for maintenance, the space elevator. So if I can make sure that the Triboelectric scrubbers can reach that, that would be a big help. Yeah, to here then. Alright, we got another one completed. Up the range. This one, up the range. And now they're completely clean, these things. They don't have any dust on them whatsoever. I might need to set up one more on this side to make sure that that part is also covered. Because the shuttle hubs, they'll still eat fuel, but at least they won't eat maintenance anymore. And they currently eat electronics. And the Triboelectric scrubbers, they keep cleaning each other, so they'll never need maintenance. And I can also open this one, the Stirling Gen, and have it produce 20 power instead of just 10. It's a drop in a bucket. It's not much, but hey, every bit helps. Ah, and here's a little lake that's being filled. So now, if people are going to look out, once they, let's say they are in the dome, they're looking out, and they're seeing the trees, they're seeing the lake. Mars is not as, well, as hostile as it once was. Alright, how is work proceeding on the big dome here? We have fulfilled all metal requirements and all polymer requirements, and we're now waiting for the rest of the concrete to come in. Unfortunately, this drone hub doesn't have a surface area that's large enough, so I'll have to set up another drone hub a little closer here. And just attach that to the dome. Make sure they are in range of each other, so that they can service each other when they need to. And of course that this one has enough drones to do both the maintenance of the dome and to service these things. I should have more than enough concrete production right now. I'll also need to have another small depot over here. And as I have discovered thanks to you guys' comments in the previous video, what was happening over here with the diner is that this one just does not get enough food. And when the dust storms hit me, that means that the food supplies over here run out, so the diners are not actually getting fed. And when the diners are not getting fed, that means that people start starving. So it was just a chain reaction of things piling up on each other. See, this one is getting cleaned and is cleaning in return, so I won't have to upgrade it any more than I currently do. These things all take machine parts, so if I can get the maintenance off of those, that'd be a big help. That'd be that one. Oh, hold on, isn't that way too close? How much do you service? Oh, it's a sensor tower. I thought it was one of these. Construct a Megadome. 2,500 research. Thank you very kindly. Triboelectric scrubber out to there. And then the space elevator should also be getting maintained if and when I provide this thing with power. There. Do I need to scrub this one? No, it's already in the surface area of another one. So I can just keep this one as is, because I won't likely build anything else around it. Alright, so that's keeping the space elevator clean. Here's the next tribo. And I could probably squeeze another one of those Triboelectric scrubbers in here. Ish. No, there's one small windmill in the way. Let's bring that thing down. Yep, now just remove it. Thank you. That one's just on the operational range of this one. Is the lake filled yet? Almost. Alright, so we have a Megadome. it still needs to be or connected to a power producer. Yeah, about that. Let's set up another power cable from here to here, because that'll also feed this one with power, so they can start working on the tunnel. There, let's give you 15 drones total. And over here I still need another drone controller to make sure that I can actually build the tunnel on this end. Where's the other drone controller? Here, I think. Yeah. Alright, drone hub. Here. And put a universal depot close to that. I'll need no fuel and no polymers. The rest of it I'll probably need. Although food, not really. They're immediately assembling that one. Thank you guys. Now maintenance should be going down at this point, because I won't use as much to maintenance all of the items that are now being covered by the Triboelectric scrubbers. Put up one here, and this was another new one. There you go. Space elevator's been properly cleaned. Fusion reactors. That's 3 electronics per. That's pretty hefty. This is within the surface area of another one. And then I can expand that to here. Look at how green everything is coming. This is beautiful. Yeah, I'll take some more polymers off of here. No worries.
Dust storm approaching.
Oh, lovely. Okay, what do I need in this dome? First of all, I'm going to need a hanging gardens. And I'll probably put apartments around that. So the apartment building, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one apartment can house 24 people, so that is 96 colonists in this one dome alone. I think I can do better. And then we're gonna have to start building amenities. They will need a lot of stuff. An open gym. They'll get their own space bar. I might not even have enough by just having one. Let's go with a grocer and 2 diners. A lot of mouths to feed on this one. Small garden in the middle. Transports are under heavy load. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Let's upgrade these. Tribos. Boost surface area.
Meteor incoming.
Oh, really? Oof! I need to set up my defense systems. Let's see, what would be a good position here? This covers quite a lot of all the maintenance or the sustenance that I have. I might need to go with yet another fusion reactor. I know that somebody was suggesting that I put up a fusion reactor and then make sure that the fusion reactor gets crewed by people. So I use it actually as a source of work. Interesting idea, but it's not really the way that I want to go, because I don't think that that's the most efficient use of my colonists. Let's build a pipe over the tunnel. That's going to go there. That means that this section is also complete. And I can just hook up everything from here to here. Hanging gardens complete. Apartment buildings coming up. Open air gym complete. What else am I going to need? Well, research labs. I'll take 2 Hawking Institutes. One here. And one here. Accepted. Am I even producing enough food here? Let's go for 2 potatoes instead of just the 1. And if I can get... Oh, it's the temperature. The temperature needs to go up. Then I can start building wheat. Research, progressing quickly. That's the core heat convector. That's almost done. That's going to put out quite a lot of warmth on the planet. and raising the temperature quickly. What else would I need? The solar mirrors. They decrease the loss of atmosphere and improve the temperature. It's a pretty expensive research project, though. Network node increases research output. Yeah, that's a nice one, but I already have a hanging gardens. Let's do this one. Shuttle cargo capacity increased by 3. Okay, the spacebar should be coming up soon. The diners. All the apartments are getting cranked out. I already have 120 habitable spaces over here. So I can now allow people to start making new children. Speaking of, I'll probably need a nursery or 2. And a school. And a Martian university. And a playground. Oh, hold on. Playground, reorient like that, and set up a small garden. Here. So as you can see, I have pretty big plans with this particular dome. I am, however, running out of power. So time to set up yet another fusion power plant.
This is Mars official radio with Panem Public Service Escalon. We have a sound.
Oh, I was wondering, why am I not getting any particular amount of trees here? Well, it's because they're not set up to do that. Grass on 1. Bushes on 2. Trees on 3. There we go. Now they accepted it.
We have a food shortage.
Do we now? Yeah, no wonder. You're the first couple of colonists here, and we actually don't have any sort of food depot here. Which, in the case of a dome this big, is critical. So I will need, let's say, at least 100 food to be permanently stationed here. This one's done. Research labs are coming up. Hawking Institutes. Open up 2 shifts on both. Do I still have Earthborns?
Research complete.
Yeah, very, very few. Ah, the core heat convector's done. Perfect. Let's set up the core heat convector. It's going to take me 150 concrete, 100 metal, and 50 polymers. Terraforming results are 0.4% per sol. Here. Pretty big project, but with the amount of drones that I have, it shouldn't take long. Let's see, did I have my Triboelectric network set up large enough?
Resources
Getting there?
are low.
Yeah, power, I know. Is this depot done? No, not yet, but very nearly. So I might have to set up a few more moisture evaporators to make sure that I can keep up with the current level of water consumption. Now somebody mentioned on the previous video saying, hey, I much prefer people to struggle when playing a game like this than to actually be flourishing. I can agree. It is more interesting to see how people thrive in or struggle in hardship. But the thing is that I think Mars has a inverse difficulty curve. And by that I mean, yes, it can be hard, especially early on. Early on you can really struggle. It can be really tough to keep everything supplied, to keep everything going, and to make sure that everybody has what they need. However, if you're playing your cards right, then towards the end of the game, it just becomes easier. And you're just making sure that you're not as susceptible to food shortages, metal shortages, concrete shortages, whatever other expensive resources you have. Let's see, another laser system over here, ideally. Just covering all the domes, or most of the domes. Here. And here. And here. Not enough power. Upgrade that. Eternal fusion. High priority. This thing has to stay operational because I'm now losing on quite a lot of power. If I have this thing operational, I'll be producing another 300. So that'll very quickly make it that I only lose, what, 3? It's not operational yet. Dust storm doesn't seem to be as severe anymore, though. Because the atmosphere is going up. Is the core heat convector done yet? Close. A bit more concrete. We do have a leak. Drone's already on top of it. Excellent. "36 people living here currently. Only. Definitely more and more children are being born. Let's see, I really don't need these things anymore. This was... this was the infirmary, right. Comfort's 96. Really good. Comfort 94. Sanity's not that good, though. What's going on here? Are people working night shifts? Or are they working outside? Like in a polymer factory. Or in this one, the drone assembler. Oh, it's a night shift. Hold on. That's not good for their sanity either. Yeah, they're working outside. That's probably the problem here. Well, I'll need to set up a small fuel depot here. Because this thing keeps running out of fuel. And when it does that, it just stops working altogether. So let's set up 20 fuel. Now all of the water extractors are done. As predicted. Disassemble all of those. I did build a new moisture vaporator or 2. Yeah, upgrade everything to hygroscopic coating. Can I fit another one in here? Nope, there's blocking objects. There, now it fits. And here. And here. That one will need a bit more power cable. And it'll need a pipe. And please clean up all of this stuff. If you can. Let's keep the drones busy. Is that core heat convector done? Yes, but it's not getting enough water. That can be fixed. How's my water supply? I still have 3,000 stored water. The dust storm is now over, but I'm no longer generating enough water. Nor power, for that matter. But that's probably because it's... yeah, it was nighttime. Okay, so I still need to fix 24 units of water that are not currently being produced. I have some room over here where I can probably fit a few more. Or is that too ambitious? Here. 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 There we go, we're now at +7. Very good. Unfortunately, once again, all of the storage on the large dumping sites has been completely filled up. What the hell? There's uneven terrain here? Could have fooled me. Can you now fit one? Now you can fit one. Okay. Sometimes the game has this weird little thing where it goes, nope, doesn't fit. And then you go, yeah, it does. And then it goes, oh, right, yeah, it does. I don't know. Sometimes you need to train your game or something. Now, I have a good amount of rare metals again. So I guess we can go for another export. Get the space elevator ready. And do a bit more outsourcing. Now, this one's almost done, the high-powered jets. There was also another one. GAG factory, core heat convector, magnetic field generator, and carbonate processor. Gain the Amplify upgrade. which improves their performance at the cost of increased power consumption. Yes. Temperature is now going up by 0.5 per day. So soon I'll have enough temperature on Mars to make sure that I can get the next tier of food, which is going to be the wheat. And wheat even increases soil quality. Growth time, 3 souls. Potatoes, growth time, 2 souls gives you 7 food. So that's, let's say, 3.5 food per. This one is 4 food per soul, that is. No, I really don't need to do more polymers here. Problematic Moxie. A yellow light starts blinking, starts flashing on your terminal. Sure enough, it's one of those damn Moxie units again. Keep repairing the Moxies. Moxie maintenance increased by 2 permanently. Let's say reinforce the frailing parts. Moxie cost increased by 10. Existing Moxies will need emergency maintenance. How bad? Does that mean they're immediately going to shut down? Yeah. I'm not sure if the Tribos can do that. Yeah, the Triboelectric scrubbers are on it. So it is definitely going to be more important to keep these things happy. So have a Triboelectric scrubber nearby will prevent any severely high maintenance costs of metals. Yeah, these guys are on it. Excellent. This one still needs to be upgraded to also include the fusion reactor. Look at those machine parts. And to think that a bunch of episodes ago I was struggling to keep enough of these things around. Machine parts. Now I'm swimming in them. Amount of colonists is going up pretty quick. Lots and lots of children are being born. And that's good, because we're going to need a load of people to populate this dome. And more importantly, we're going to need a lot more researchers. School is in session. And also the advanced school is in session, the Martian University. Let's see if these guys have everything that they need. Gaming, shopping, and supplied with resources. What? Playing is not being supplied with resources? Is that a thing? Do you need to supply a playground? That's a first. It does count as a service building, this playground, but how could it not be... I don't know, this thing should be working. Right, research 4.8k. Terraforming amplification 15%. What's going to be next? Yeah, seed vegetation. Is the space elevator doing its export thing? Yeah, it's currently exporting 100. There we go, 2400. Thank you very much. There's 84 food. Very nice. So total water is going up by 0.81 per day. Vegetation is still not doing very well. Temperature is going up at 0.5 and this going up at 0.8. I also want to try and enclose, sort of, this dome in forestation plants. To make sure that it's going to be very, very green around this dome. So that means that they will need at least 1 depot of seeds, otherwise they'll not be able to keep these things supplied. Let's say just 15 should do it. Two buildings not working. One is a Moxie. Yeah, this needs emergency maintenance. And the farm, I think, might be full. Why is the open farm not working? It's getting water? I'm still seeing patches that are definitely not full. I haven't turned it off either. I'm not sure what's going on here. Look at how much vegetation I'm getting. Beautiful. over here, I think we have a decent soil quality going. Yeah, I could set up another open farm here. So let's first make sure there is nothing in the way. Is it being maintained? Sort of. Let's set up another one. Especially if I'm plugging another farm in here, I'll need quite a lot of drones to keep those things operational. And I'll need to start making sure that this is flat.
Funding received.
Another 2,400. What am I going to spend all that on? I have 11 billion. Sweet. I still am running the outsourcing, but I don't think that there's too much that I could be running here. Toxic rains cannot be expected. With the warming up and pumping of potent greenhouse gases into the newly created atmosphere of Mars comes natural precipitation. Rains. Initially, because of the gases used, these rains will be toxic, but as the quality of the atmosphere improves, pure rainfall will take hold. Toxic rains will harm any plant life struggling to survive in the harsh Martian soil and degrade it even further. They create toxic pools where nothing grows. Toxic pools may be cleaned up by drones. Pure rainfall, however, is greatly beneficial to plants and will improve the local soil quality when it occurs. So I need to make sure that I just get the quality up more and more and more. Because then I'm going to get clear water rains, as opposed to the bad ones. Alright, let's get a few more drones on this one. They're currently bulldozing, or not bulldozing, but picking up all that waste rock. And leveling this is going to take a whole 0.4 waste rock. Easily done. Let's get rid of this little thing. Oh, right, that's a spare concrete deposit, or depot, because I had the concrete extractor over there. It's not strictly required anymore, though. Because I do want an open farm here. Which is going to take up a fair amount of room. But it should be able to fit. Soil quality is not stellar at the moment, but a couple of plantings of, what was it, cover crops, I think? Those should fix that pretty soon. Yeah, soil quality increased 30%. Come on, my drones. Oh, they're getting rid of all the concrete first. Gotcha. And this little guy, drone 285, is working on flattening it. And now I can set up my open farm. Ish. No cable connection, correct. Let me fix that for you. And set up a pipe. And then just go with a big food deposit here. Maybe a few even. Because these things can actually produce a lot of food. Now, I want to make sure this keeps going up and up and up and up and up faster. So in order to do that, I'll probably have to deploy a couple more lakes. Jesus, more. I'm 13 billion 5. Operational. Cover crops. And... no, that decreases. Let's do 2 cover crops and 1 rotation of potatoes. I thought we had a seed depot here. Yeah. There we go. Already getting more seeds. How's the big dome? 58 occupants, 21 vacant work slots. Which is not a good sign, because it means that I can still get 100 more people, but I'm only getting 20 jobs left to fill, that is. So for now I don't really have to fix it yet, but soon I will. I think it might not be a bad idea to set up another Martian university, seeing how many more jobs I need. And yes, I know I could be importing additional colonists from Earth, but I don't really want to. I just want to have a colony that is all Martian-borns. We only have one Earthborn left on the colony. Just one guy. Building not working here. It's probably because we have all the fuel already stored up. I really don't know why the open farm isn't working. It's not that we can't stash the food anymore. What is going on here? If I do cover crops, it does work. The hell? Soil quality is fantastic. Alright. How much do I need if I want to start building or planting mixed trees? I need 37% on both. So that's going to take a bit more time. Alright, let's designate another spot for a big bunch of lakes. This area over here could do it. Because over here there's not too much going on. So the first objective is to flatten it. Blocking objects. What? Oh! Over here I cannot build. There is indeed a blocking object. It's these geysers that you also have over here. So over there I cannot build anything. Not even if I try and flatten it. Alright, let's pick a different lake. Maybe you have to just spread these things out here and there.
Research complete.
Ah, amplification is done. Excellent timing. Alright, I'm gonna go for a combination over here. A forestation plant or two. And then also a drone controller. And Triboelectric scrubber. Need a small universal depot that's going to keep supplied by the drones. And of course a power generator. I could use a Stirling gen for that. Because that'll always generate power. And those forestation plants also need some. Or do they? They don't? Hold on. Forestation plants. Here. No, they don't need any power. They just need seeds. Oh, that's easily manageable then. I just need to make sure I have a deposit of seeds. Over here we still have quite a few deposits. Concrete. I'm going to set up the same sort of system over here. Lake. It's too far from a working drone commander, correct. It's not really a big issue. First station plant here. Here. Drone commander. Triboelectric scrubber.
Funding received.
Maybe I should stop exporting again. And power generator. And a couple of storages. One universal depot and a depot for seeds. Okay, the lake's being built. The seeds are being dropped off. We just need to get the Triboelectric scrubber built. And actually build the second one. I just need these things to have a very tiny amount of area that they service. And then this one the same thing. Because by having this thing, I'll never have to maintenance either of these buildings ever again. These don't need maintenance at... Oh, sorry, they do need maintenance. They need polymers. Oh, that's alright then. There. Alright, that's another deposit built. Let's do the next one. look at how this looks right now. Once we're going to be checking in with it in a bit, it'll be looking vastly different. Alright, I need you to stop exporting. I don't want to ruin all of my rare metals. Now, seeing how many machine parts I have, maybe it's not a bad idea to upgrade Project Mohole again. No, I don't want to export food. Farm, doing good. Getting food, getting more seeds, soil quality is going up. Excellent. Now what I can also do is amplify this one. 50% faster terraforming, that's a big deal. 20% more power consumption. This is the loss of atmosphere, which I don't really need too much of yet. That's another plus 50, that's another plus 50. I can also do that with the GAGs over here. Whoops, amplify both. I think that was all of them, right? GAG, core heat convector, magnetic field generator, and carbonate processors. Yep, that's all of them. Boosting complete. Change per sol, 0.68. Look at that. From all working buildings, 0.78. Lots and lots of temperatures going up. In a good way, that is. With the lakes, I'm getting quite a lot of water on Mars as well. I'm now going up by by 0.91 per sol. And that's with this lake still awaiting completion. I just gotta make sure that this thing has grass and bushes and trees. Set to all. Yep. Maybe I can do something similar over here.
Dust storm approaching.
Oh, lovely. So I need to flatten it first. There's probably going to be a bit of work, seeing as how big that area is going to be. Finally, the RC dozer will have something to do. Over here we just need machine parts, and most of them are being eaten up probably by the Mohole upgrade. Yeah, 134 out of 400. And you can then expand it yet again, but that's going to cost you 800 machine parts. So that's really, really high. 19 unemployeds. Okay, stop birthing here because the drone is full. Although, hold on, maybe they actually automatically move. Yeah, I think they automatically move to here. 2 unemployeds. Tell me how that works. Because I have the jobs. You're just not using them. Chronic condition, party animal, Martian-born, melancholic, sexy and survivor. Specialization scientist. There is a science lab here. I'm not sure why you're telling me that you're out of a job. See, we still have 6 vacant work slots. Let's open up the second Martian University slot. And open up yet another research lab. It's probably going to be the last Hawking Institute that I open up here. These things have any other looks? Ooh, I like that one. It's a bit less apartment building-y and a bit more terraces, balconies. From where they can more or less look out on the ever-increasing vegetation over here in these areas. Although these parts still need a lot of work. Maybe set up a few smaller lakes here. Yeah, one here. One there. Not one here, it's too uneven. But maybe I can squeeze one in here if I just flatten it a bit more. Like that. That should do it. require a bit of waste rock, but I think we have no shortage of that. And this, once again, is going to help with the amount of water that I'm putting out onto the planet. I'm not getting machine parts, though, here. That's unusual. Are my drones all hogging the machine parts for this one? Or maybe the shuttles are all too busy dropping off the stuff everywhere else. Definitely scoring enough food here. Okay, lake's being filled. Second lake also needs machine parts. Yeah, machine parts the bottleneck. That's the problem. I am losing out on electronics. Okay. What's the biggest electronic consumer? This is where they are. These things, of course, consume electronics. Drone hubs. Machine parts. Electronics. Yeah. You're one of the absorbers. Those things also need maintenance. Okay, in that case, I'll set up a few more tribos over here. This one's being serviced, right? Yeah, judging by its current condition, and this Triboelectric scrubber nearby, that should be fine. We also have another fusion reactor here. That's a shuttle hub. Building not working. The Mohol mine. Oh, the waste rock storage is full. Again? Sheesh.
Lean back, relax, and let us do the rest. Our songs are simply the best, and my hosting is too.
I could research the waste rock processor to start turning all of that waste rock into concrete. My research project is almost done. Yeah, let's get that researched. What was that other one? Construction requires less metal and concrete. Right. Mars Nouveau. Okay, this one should now be completed. Yep. Improve the service area. Maybe I can just squeeze one in here.
Research complete.
I can, but it's just outside the scope of it. Planetary projects. Unlocks seed vegetation. I will need a rocket for that. Let's buy another rocket. Since I'm pretty rich. The butterfly I can launch. And I'll also launch the next one, which is the Bennu 1. The eucalyptus. Launch. New project, cloud seeding. Cloud seeding is a project that's going to improve... Oh right, trigger rainfall that improve local soil quality and help plant life. Increases or requires 2 days, 20 polymers and 80 fuel. All of which I have more than enough of. Now let's check in with the lake here. We're seeing some bushes and trees here and there. But it's still early days. Over here we got the next part being built. I still need to set up a second tribo here. And it's time to head over here. Yeah, these guys over here need a bit of work. Set that up to minimum. Open this one up. And it's being built. And service area to minimum. Loads of excess waste rock again, of course. I'm gonna have deposits of waste rock everywhere. $49 left. 47. Okay, that's going up. Second shift. Now I'm gonna need a lot of scientists. I need 39 scientists to staff all the buildings strictly with scientists. So yes, that will take a while to train up. Population, 110 out of 160. And we're strictly Martian born. Everyone was born on this planet. There's 1 unemployed. And 22 in other domes. Yeah, lots and lots here. And that's already with 2 hawking institutes. I could tear down one of the apartment buildings and we'll force people to move here. Where I still have some work slots. Let's do that. I think that dome is the biggest offender. It has 18 unemployeds. There's just the 1 here. So that's not too bad. Children? 88. Oh. I think I know what I should build here. A school. Because I'm quite sure that that 1 school... Where is it? Is not going to be enough anymore. Dust storm. Lovely. Losing out on quite a bit of water, but should be fine. I still have a lot stored. Unfortunately, the shuttles can't fly anymore. You guys done? Yeah, you guys are done. Okay, large lake. Huge lake, in fact. Could I set up 2 of these things back to back? No, not quite. Oh well. Make do then. Squeeze a drone controller in the middle. Power's low. I kinda doubt that. Power's fine. Problematic Moxie. Again? Come on now. We've been over this, Moxie. Universal Depot and a... No, not a storage one. A seed depot. What? Ah. The expert report on the failing Moxies is almost 300 pages long, finding multiple issues with their designs. The core principle of extracting oxygen from the Martian CO2 is sound. The current implementation of the technology leaves a lot to be desired. Our scientists believe that with all the information we have learned so far, we can design a better Moxie. Moxie 2.0 technology is available for research. Really? Redesign the Moxie unit from the ground up to remove all design flaws and patchwork and increase air production by 2. Don't mind. Good upgrade. Alright, before I'll be able to do this one, I'll have to wait until the shuttles come back. So we're gonna have to be a bit patient there. These 2 are running minimum. And we're now getting 1% per soul with all the water. And I really bypassed the mark for the open farm to be planting wheat. And I think I'm actually getting really close to being able to plant mixed vegetation. Give me one of these things here. Yep, mixed trees. I just got it. 37 and 37. This goes for everyone. So we're going to be planting bushes, mixed trees, and grass. And sooner rather than later, the whole planet will look green. Or greener, anyway. Water's kicking down faster than I had hoped. If I can get the atmosphere up and up and up, and it is going up, because I'm having a lot of these carbonate processors, I'll make sure that I don't have any dust storms anymore. Let's amplify this guy, because I'm losing out on atmosphere. It's slight. You can see it here. I'm losing out on 0.095 per soul. So that needs attending to. A couple of bigger leaks are springing. Unfortunately, I imagine I don't have enough metal over here. How bad is this going to be? Dust storm is done. Minus 18. That's something I can handle. Ah. The butterfly and the eucalyptus are here. Blocking object. Alright, butterfly. Export denied. You are going to go on cloud seeding. You're also denied for exports. You're going to go and seed vegetation. It's going to take 100 seeds, 35 fuel. It's 4 sols in 4 hours, and it'll immediately plant 5% more vegetation on the whole planet. And by the way, you can already see that the planet is starting to change. You can see there's water here now. And yep, another bigger lake here, as the poles seem to be melting. In a good way, that is. So yeah, we're doing quite well. Contact, trade, tax, nope. Europe. Europe only has 104 colonists. But for some reason they're generating 3,255 power. That seems quite high for what you need.
Research complete.
Mars mission, 104, 1,190 power.
Daniel, that does sound like a similar experience.
They want me to send metal. Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Terraforming amplification for microgravity medicine. Sure. Microgravity medicine, a new spire. The medical center has a larger capacity and is more effective than the infirmary. That is true, but I already have the hanging gardens in every dome, and I'm not going to replace those. I'm too fond of these things. So I'm not going back on those. Now, is there anything going on here? Yeah, soil quality is definitely good enough. This is one of those new nature areas that I've been building. It seems like the lake... Yeah, the lake is full. The lake's at 100%. And the lake over here is being worked on, but the shuttles had quite a lot of work after the dust storm finished. So I was busy fixing that stuff. And now they're all dropping off here. Look at them all rove. Bit more concrete. Everything that's being dropped off is almost immediately being picked up and transported elsewhere. We need electronics. Still 23 unemployed. Now they're even homeless. Guys, start to move. Take a hint. Oh, it's not the school.
Research
This is where I had that
complete.
apartment building.
Milestone achieved.
Okay, 500 colonists. It's another 2,500 research. That means I'm getting very quickly towards the end of the tech tree. No, I don't need that one. I don't need tourists. Unlocks new crops in farms and hydroponic farms. Maybe that also works on the open farm. I don't know. Let's try. Waste rock liquefaction. Let's set up a couple of those plants here, because this is where all that stuff is stored. They consume 1 waste rock and they produce 3 concrete. That's pretty neat. There is a deposit here though. I don't really want to build over that. Maybe just put them here on the side. And yes, there is not enough power, so let's fix that. By building yet another one of my favorite power generators, the fusion reactor. I'm just gonna make sure that it's covered by a Triboelectric. We need a scrubber. Before you're paying your ass off with these things. Hypothermia? What? Where? It's because we don't have enough power. Yeah, we don't have any stored energy either. This has to be a top priority now. Domes without life support. This one. Oof. High priority. Shut down everything else that you don't need. Just make sure that the dome keeps power. Let's amplify all of these. And set up probably a deposit or a depot for concrete. Yeah, eternal fusion. Everybody out. Just add polymers. Shake
Research
vigorously,
complete.
and you'll be fine. Problematic Moxie. The new Moxie 2.0 design is finally ready, and we have updated all current Moxies to the new specs. Moxie 2.0 has also increased air production. All negative effects on Moxies have been removed. So that negative, that maintenance of 10 that they had is no longer there. And they're now actually producing even more oxygen. Alright, and now I have 143 power again, and these guys are working to get amplified and working to produce a little bit of concrete. So very slowly I should start draining all of these fields. Alright, I think that was an excellent episode. Lots of progress. We have that big dome. It's still facing some unemployment. So I still have to look into that, but I'll do that next episode. We have the big dome. 150 out of 160 colonists are living there. Research is at 5.3, and that's without outsourcing. I have 15.3 billion in cash. I have lots of rare metals if I want to get more cash. I have a few homeless people. That's over here in this dome. I still have to look into that. But I'll fix all of that stuff and more in the next episode. For now, thank you for watching. If you are enjoying the series, then do consider becoming a patron, because it is really going to help me out. And I shall see you guys in a couple of days on the Sunday for the next episode. See you then.